Greetings everyone. Well, it's a beautiful day today, and I'm very happy to get to see you all on this wonderful day. Now today's lesson, again, it will be on non-textbook dual channel, and the pages that we will be doing here will be from page 87 to page 90. Alright, here are the objectives for the day, for the lesson. 1. Read an email and write a reply to the email. 2. Revise on the first conditional, which is if. And 3. Correct the errors which have been underlined. And 4. It will be the literature in action, and you will be required to recite a poem on newsbreak. And here you are required to understand what is in the poem itself and also answer the questions given. So that's it for the objectives of the lesson today. Now let's start our lesson right away. Alright, here on page 87, you are required to read the email from your friend below. Here is the new message from your friend, from diana@gmail.co.uk to may@ymail.co.uk, and subject is my favorite inventor. Let's go through the letter here together. Dear May, yesterday I went to a science exhibition. One of the particular attractions that I like is the panel that displays some of the best inventors in the world. The one who became my favorite is Bill Gates. He is a software engineer, investor, philanthropist, and founder of Microsoft. He created his first computer program while still at high school, co-founded Microsoft in 1977, and by 1993 was the richest man on earth, even though he did not complete his education at Harvard. How about you? Tell me in the next reply. Your friend Diana. So here, in about 80 words, reply to her email sharing about your favorite inventor and why do you like the person. So here is what we are going to do. Alright, now write down in your workbook on page 87 the day and the day. And here, workbook page 87, your reply to her email. Now here you don't have to write this because it is already in your workbook. Now what we need to do is to fill up this part. Okay, now from, just now Diana wrote to May. Alright, and here you write down from May at ymail, the same email address, .co.uk, and to Diana at gmail.co.uk. And the subject can be the same subject if you like to, so I just make it simple. So you just write back my favorite inventor. So dear Diana, right, about your question, last night or 2 days ago, my favorite inventor is Sir Tim Berners-Lee. He is the inventor of the World Wide Web. He is my favorite inventor because he made our lives much easier and better now. We can access any information anywhere and anytime because of his invention. The World Wide Web also allows us to communicate easily, just like what we are doing via email now. You can put an exclamation mark here. I need to go now, or I have to go now. Reply to me, or reply me again, or reply me soon, okay? And then you can add a little bit more. Till then, take care. Your friend, May. Okay, here, now one thing I want to remind you all here, when you write down the signature here, make sure it is something that is readable. Yes, so let's say May, well, we know that May is the one who writes to Diana, right? So make sure this is readable, the signature. So this is it for the writing for page 87, replying to your friend. So we shall go to the next page now. Alright, on page 88, this is about language awareness, grammar, and what we are going to revise here will be on first conditional, which is if. First conditional is used when talking about possibilities in the present or in the future and their results. Here, let's look at the box here. It consists of two structures. One, if clause equals to if plus present simple, if clause plus main clause. Let's look at the example given here for better understanding. A. If you are not careful, you will get into an accident. You see, so they underline you will get into an accident with the if at the front, at the beginning of the sentence. B. If she finishes the race, we will congratulate her. So they underline to make it, there are two clauses here, and this is how you use if when you put it at the front. Number 2, main clause equals to subject plus will or other modal plus base verb. Here, main clause plus if clause. Okay, the if clause would be this side without the underline. Alright, without the line. Now A, you will get wet if you do not bring an umbrella. B, we will be late if we miss the bus. You see the difference here between the first and the second structure here. Alright, let's go to the question or the exercise so that we can have better understanding. There are two exercises here. Let us contemplate the first exercise. Match A and B. Let's take a look at the A and B here. Situation A, alright, and B will be the result. If we organize the innovative competition, if the scientists manage to create the vaccine, if you become an astronaut, if they put too much chemical substance, if you recycle. B for the result. This is clause, first clause, and this is the second clause. Alright, second clause here. Your parents will surely be proud of you. We will be able to find the most creative innovator. The future generations will be protected from any virus. You will save the planet and future generations, and it will explode. Let's take a look to match them. So here, if we organize the innovative competition, right, this is about competition, right? Innovative. So as you can see here, this is the innovator, something to do with innovative. You see? So I would say the answer is the second part here. Okay, so you just match it. 2, if the scientists manage to create the vaccine, well, vaccine has something to do with virus. Alright, something to do with virus. So I would say yes, you just need to match this to the third box here. Alright, next, if you become an astronaut, okay, so it could have something to do with planet. What about this? Your parents will surely be proud of you. Yeah, but this will probably match the bottom part here. If you recycle, you will save the planet and future generations rather than the first box here. So this will match this. So now, very simple. If you become an astronaut, your parents will surely be proud of you. So we match this with the first box. Alright, and then left only the final box here. If they put too much chemical substance, it will explode. Alright? So everything is in proper place now, because every sentence should make sense. Alright, so if you have any question, do drop me a message at the comment box. Now let's go to the next exercise on page 88. Choose the correct answers for the following sentences. 1. If I fill in the application form, I what? The chance to be hired by the company. So I will have or I am having. You see, they put an if here. So as you can see, let's check back the examples given. If and you see the will is there, so I would say the answer will be A. Alright, so I will have the chance to be hired by the company. Let's go to question 2. We will be the luckiest people if we, the new model of Apple Watch. We will be the luckiest person if we win. Yes. Alright, so if we win. You cannot put to will over here for the two clauses. Will normally in many cases, it will be only in one of the clauses. So let's go to question 3. Their proposal on the latest laptop design if they are called to join the conference. So let's try this out. They present their proposal, or they will present. 3. Okay, here there's an if here. Alright, so we can put a will at the front. They will present their proposal. So B will be the answer. Let's go to the next question. If NASA, the opportunity for astronaut to go to space, Jack will try his luck. So NASA stands for National Aeronautics and Space Administration. So here, if NASA opens the opportunity for astronaut to go to space, Jack will try his luck. If NASA will open, so it seems strange if you put if and will on the same clause. So it should be on different clause, on a different clause. So therefore, 4 will be A. Alright, let's go to the last question here. If scientists in finding solutions for humans to live on Mars, many people will start moving there. Again here, if. You cannot put will and if on the same clause. So here, if scientists succeed, this will be the answer. Succeed in finding solutions for humans to live on Mars. Alright, and many people will start moving there. Alright, so far, any questions? Alright, if there is none, if there is, do drop me a message, alright? And I'll try my best to answer your questions. Let's go to the next page now. Alright, here on page 89, again there are 2 exercises. We shall go for the first exercise, which is circle the correct alternative. Let's take a look at question 1. Aisha will stay at home if it rains or doesn't rain. So will stay at home, of course. Will stay at home if it rains. Because if it doesn't rain, probably she will go out of the house. So let's go to the next question. I'll use your computer if you mind or don't mind. Which one do you think is the answer? I will use your computer if you don't mind, of course. But if you mind, you better not use it. Okay, let's go to question 3. If you are or aren't here on time, we will leave without you. If you aren't here or are here on time. Well, logically, if you aren't here on time, we will leave without you. Alright. Next question. 4. If mom leaves or doesn't leave her bag there, someone will take it. Someone will take it if mom leaves her bag there. Yes. If you leave something there, most probably somebody will take it. Let's go to question 5. We'll feel ill if we eat or don't eat all these pies. Well, if you eat all of these pies, definitely you will feel ill. So if we eat. Alright, let's go to the next question. Question 6. If Chloe is or isn't careful, she'll hurt herself. What do you think is the answer? If she is careful? If she is careful, she won't hurt herself. So if she isn't. Next question. Ideal will be happy if you take or don't take him to Disney World. Well, I would say children will always be happy if you take them to a Disney World. So if you take. What if you don't take? We'll be very unhappy. Alright. Okay, let's go to the next one. We'll miss our English class if we run or if you don't run. Probably it's a race here. So 8, we'll miss our English class if we run. Is it? We'll miss our English class if we run. What do you think? We'll miss our English class if we don't run. This is not a race. It means that you need to run to your English class because you are going to be late. So, answer will be don't run. So, yes, you have to read the whole question very carefully. This is not a race. This means that you are going to be late. Yes, going to be late because time is really running short here if you don't really run to your class now. So 9. If you pay or don't pay attention in class, you will understand what the teacher says. Will you understand what the teacher says if you don't pay attention? Yeah, okay, so answer is very clear there. If you pay attention in the class, you will understand what the teacher says. Alright, let's go to the next question. If Samad goes or doesn't go to bed now, he'll be tired the next day. So tomorrow. So he'll be tired if he doesn't. If you stay up late, definitely you will be very tired the next day. So that is all common sense. Alright, here's the exercise for the first part of page 89. Now let's go to the next part of the exercise. Alright, here. Alright, okay, now let's take a look and try to enlarge this. Alright, I hope you can see. Probably it's still a bit small. Let's see if this is clearer. Alright, so this is still okay, I guess. Let's take a look at the text, yeah? Alright, for this second exercise on page 89, it asks you to read the text below and correct the underlying errors. And for each question, write the correct word in the space provided. Let's go through the first paragraph together. Yeah. In my opinion, life in the future will be very different. Houses will be much efficient because they will have solar energy, and all electrical appliances will use solar energy too. Fridges will talk to people and tell their what temperature to store the food at, and tell people when there isn't enough food or drink. Well, as you can see, this is very much on future tense. Alright, on future tenses. So what we are going to do here, for this part, for 0, it is more, will be more efficient. So this has been given. Now we need to fill up this. For 1, will use or used or using. Whenever you see a modal at the front, will, this will be the original verb. Yeah, or what we call the infinitive in a way. So therefore, it cannot be in past tense. No D should be there. It will be use. Will use. Everything will be based on the original verb. Alright, which is the infinitive. Okay. Next, number 2, fridges, which are refrigerators, will talk to people and tell their. What do you think would be the answer? Start with T, H, E, M. Will tell them what temperature to store the food at. Okay, let's go to the next paragraph. Everyone will have robots at home. House robots will do lots of different things around the house. They will clean, they will go shopping when the fridge tells them to. They will help look after the children. They will drive parents for their place of work. So here again, the wheel is at the front. So here you must not put any S or any D or any ing. So we put down the original verb. So number 3 will be do. And 4, drive parents for their place of work. That sounds very strange. So 4, the answer will be 2. Alright, 2. Drive parents to their place of work. Let's go to the next paragraph. Each person in a house will own a computer. Students won't go to school anymore. Instead, they will stay at home with a virtual teacher. They will having lessons on their computers every day, including weekends. There will be no televisions, and everyone will watch TV on their computers. There will be no arguments in houses if people want to watch different programs at the same time. Alright, here 5, it will be, well, each person. The proper one would be, also start with an E, but it will be every person. Okay, let's go to question 6. They will having. As I've mentioned just now, there should not be any S or D or ing. So the original verb will be they will have. Let's go to the next one. 7. There will be no arguments. Sounds strange, right? They, who are they anyway? Alright, so it will be there. there will be no arguments. Let's go to the final paragraph. I think people will have more free time. They will travel more, but they won't travel on car. Everyone will use electric buses and trains with robot drivers. I think people will go on holiday to the moon in space rockets, and if they are rich, they will travel to other planets too. Space tourism will be the most popular type of holiday in the future. Well, what do you think about that? I don't know if I will live that long, to see such thing in the future. But anyway, let's go for this last question. 8. Won't travel on car? Well, the proper answer will be won't travel by car. Alright, so these are the answers for this exercise. Coming to page 90, this is the literature in action. And so you are required to read the poem carefully and then answer the following questions. But I would say let us recite this poem together. This is the poem called News Break. Let's take a look at stanza 1. Now, why so loving, darling? And why the sudden kiss? You've helped me with some little jobs. For goodness sake, what's this? Second stanza. Your face is clean for once, dear. Your clothes without a crease. You saved your luncheon money. Will wonders never cease? Third stanza. No dropping of your school books. No shrieking, childish treble. Today you are a lamb, love, where yesterday a rebel. The fourth stanza. But surely you're some stranger, no rage or hullabaloo. Come closer, let me look, dear. Can this be really you? Fifth stanza. Now, were you struck by lightning, or were you stunned at sport? Ah, now I see the reason. You've brought your school report. Written by Max Fatchen. Now here's the time to answer the questions. The questions given are kind of different from what is printed on page 90. So this will be the question which you need to copy into your book too. Don't forget to write down the day and the date, right? And write down page 90, poems news break. A. Who is the personal? Now what does the word personal means? It means, well, in this context, it means the voice in which an author writes a story or poem. So who is the personal here? Who actually says all this? It could be a mother, it could be a father. So here I would say, since we do not know the gender of the parents, so we just put a parent. Okay, let's go to question 2. B. In stanza 2, what do you think you would normally do with his or her luncheon money? So here, this time the child brought home the luncheon money. But normally, if he doesn't bring back any money, what do you think the child would normally do with the luncheon money? Well, there can be a few reasons. The child probably spend it. You can say the child could have spent it on food or on snacks or on soft drinks. So it depends. What would a child normally love to eat at that age? Probably it's below 12. C. In stanza 5, why does the personal ask if the child is struck by lightning? Stanza 5. Okay, that will be the last stanza, right? So here, why would the parent ask such questions? Well, I would say the personal he or she is surprised by how the child acts. Alright, let's go to the next question. You need to write down 2 answers for this question. Suggest 2 ways to make sure we do well in school. Well, pretty easy actually. All are common sense. First thing, definitely you need to pay attention. Pay attention in class. This is the very first thing that you need to do if you want to do well in school. And 2, in order to be able to pay attention in class, you must have, you must be able to get a good night's of rest the night before. So here, get good sleep at night. Alright, so get good sleep at night is very important to help you to pay attention in class. Yes, so that's it for these questions on page 89. Alright, now till we see each other the next video, take good care of yourself, and that's it for the day. Thank you very much for watching. And I hope you all learned something today. Thank you.